Hello, good people. It's Cher here again. Just wanted to bring you all this article here. It's the article published by the Motley Fool about 6 days ago. Just wanted to go through this and highlight some things for you all and provide some clarity. So we'll start here with the title. Number 401k millionaires just hit an all-time high. Here's how to join them. So it says around 480,000 Fidelity 401k accounts have amassed 1 million or more. The average contribution rate of the Fidelity 401k millionaires is around 17% of their income. It's suggesting if a 25-year-old could reach a 401k millionaire status by saving $274 per month for 42 years. Okay, then we have even if the current retirement savings fall short of $1 million, we will get inspired as an example by the 401k millionaires. So let's see if, you all agree with this as well. So it's giving people suggestions of 4 steps, because remember, here's the title. Here's how you can join these 401k millionaires. But we're going to talk about reality in a minute. Use your workplace retirement plan. So basically it's saying you could use your 401k retirement plan. That's a tax advantage. I'll touch back on that in a minute for clarity. And it says the maximum because the government regulates all retirement plans. 401ks, 403bs, 457 TSP IRAs. So the max for this year, for 2024, because they change it every year, is $28,900 compared to $15,000 in the median IRA. So with these 401k millionaires, it's also saying you don't have to use the workplace retirement plan. Remember, this is all optional. You can also use a 401k. Then it says another thing to help you is get your employee match if they have one. So it says another advantage to use a 401k is safe for retirement because many of them offer a 401k match. For example, a company may offer a match 50% of the first 5% of your salary that you could contribute to your 401k. So that's a good way for companies to encourage people for retirement and providing the extra value. This just goes on to say Fidelity showed that in Q24 that the combined contribution for employers for the 401k was 14.2%. We'll touch back on that in a minute. Then, of course, it says start saving for retirement. I do agree with this at a very young age. 401k millionaires are not fresh out of school. They allow them entering the workforce. A lot of them start working or start a plan at the average age of 26. If you want to be a millionaire saving starting with zero, this is the amount it's saying you need to save, which is $1,043 per month for 26 years. That's quite a bit. But only a few people can stock away over $1,000 per month for retirement. So people in their 20s and 30s or they 26 have a longer time of horizon for retirement. But you never know what happened in between. Then they say you could think about Social Security. Well, there's issues with Social Security. We'll get to that in a minute. Number 4, try to save 15% of your income for retirement. Of course, that's all questionable depending on what you make. If you have a family, if you have student loans, you have a mortgage, debt. Bottom line, it stated that it's good news that a number of 401k millionaire has grown, that the 401k may still be underfunded. Okay. Then it's mentioned you can use a Roth IRA or traditional IRA for tax benefits. But if you don't have a 401k, it says consider opening a taxable brokerage account to invest and save. And it gives these 4 points. Now let's break down this article. Yes, that's a good amount of individuals who reaching $1 million or more, 485,000 for 401k, but that's a small drop in the bucket compared to the number of people who invest. They will never accomplish this. Why? Because there are always ups and downs in markets. So history, everybody remember the Great Depression. You should remember the tech.com bubble in 2000. What happened with that when the market fell? The 2008, 2009 housing crisis where the market fell around 30 to 40%. Just recently in 2022, the market dropped 22%. So it's kind of hard for people to reach this millionaire status. For one, if you're not making a significant amount of income, you're changing different jobs, you're having to draw out of your 401k due to inflation that's been going on since the pandemic, since 2020 to 2024 with the new administration. Also, you don't know who's handling them, maybe be mismanaging your funds. Another thing I wanted to touch on, and also mention in here about the employee matches. Again, that is okay, but what if you change jobs, right? What do you do with your money then, right? What if your employer reduce the match? What if your employer only match you for this a certain amount, like the 5%, depending on the salary bracket you're in? Hopefully that won't happen, but that's something to also consider. Or during financial hard times like we're dealing with inflation, businesses closing, corporations laying people off, cutting back, that 5% may not be 5% anymore. It may be 3%. So keep that in mind. Of course, they say start saving for retirement at a young age, or don't even know how to save for retirement. I mean, I got my own wake-up call in 2008 when I saw those nurses lose around 30-40% of their retirement, and I was planning a retirement party for them. I got my wake-up call about the 401k plan. So me personally, I'm not telling you, you do what's best for you. I got out of it, and I created a real retirement plan. Again, save 50%, 15% of your income. Again, if you're not in the high tax bracket, if you don't have debt, you don't have other expenses, maybe like childcare or daycare, private school for your kids, paying out student loan mortgages, dealing with the record high inflation of everything, that may be impossible, even if you're a high figure earning person. Then it said also, last, check into other plans if you don't have one or you decide not to use your 401k at work. Use a taxable brokerage account. Now, you can do a traditional IRA or Roth IRA, but do you know what to put in it? Do you know what to invest in it? Most financial advisors, they only work with people who make a certain amount of income or who have a certain amount of money saved, because that's how they get paid, okay, from the fees and all of that. Now, do I believe, in my opinion, and again, everything I say is for education, entertainment purposes only. My job here is only to teach you how to compound your money, your retirement, and save on your health and protect your family and your business on your own without relying, as I always say, on the government, banks, corporations, or your employer. So let me get back to, do I believe everyone could still be a millionaire up until retirement? Well, that depends, because you need to know how to reallocate your money. We're looming for another recession, and actually this year, 2024, which a lot of people believe we're in a recession. You have to watch what the wealthy people do. So Jeff Bezos, he's selling off a lot of his stock. Warren Buffett is selling off a lot of his stock. Or are you selling off a lot of your stock in your portfolio? Fidelity manages your portfolio. Do you know your risk tolerance? Are you moderate? Are you conservative? Are you aggressive? You know, the older you get, you should be more moderate versus aggressive maybe when you're younger. But again, that depends on your investment style. So that's another thing you need to look at. Also, people may think they're a millionaire when they retire, but are they really? If the market falls 20, 30%, you're no longer a millionaire. You're not also accounting for fees and taxes. 401ks is taxable income because that's tax deferred. That's not pre-tax like a Roth IRA. So you're no longer a millionaire if you retire because you have to pay taxes. We're dealing with record high debt in the United States, growing around 100 million a day, and we're in 35 trillion. So you think the tax rate is going to go up or down? Probably up. So you may be paying 30, 40% of taxes when you retire. That's another thing to look at. Your lifestyle. Now, statistics are saying people who are middle class, they need to make $1 million or $1.5 million to live comfortably in retirement. But if you're on a wealthy end, you still have a mortgage and you're wealthier, well, you have to take in consideration of those other expenses you may have to pay. So it's several moving pieces to this. And again, with reallocation, like I said, with Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett selling off everything, or is Fidelity reallocating your money? So let's see, for example, let me see if I could try to share my screen here. If I stop the share here.